Hi students, so today we discuss the problems based on adjoint of a matrix and solving system of linear equations, right? See, what is actually the meaning of adjoint of a matrix, right? See, adjoint of a matrix is nothing but, let us consider the matrix A compact from Aij with the order n. Then adjoint is nothing but, we have to replace every element with their corresponding cofactors. Let us see, Aij element cofactor will be Cij, suppose I consider, that means A11 cofactor will be C11, A12 cofactor will be C12, etc. Suppose, so we are replacing each and every element with this corresponding cofactor, and after that we have to do the transpose. The resultant matrix is nothing but adjoint A. Okay, the order of should be like a square matrix only. So we have to consider always for finding the adjoint of a matrix, we need to consider a square matrix with the order n. Then is nothing but the transpose of matrix, which is replacing each and every element with their corresponding cofactors. Nothing but the adjoint of a matrix. Now see the important properties of adjoint of a matrix. They are very important properties. This is very useful in problem solving, right? See, let A be a square matrix of order n, that is n by n, the matrix square matrix. Then the adjoint A into adjoint A is equal to adjoint A into A is nothing but take A into In, where I is nothing but identity matrix. You know this, right? In the order n. If it is n order, and if it is 3 order, I3. If it is 2 order, I2. Okay, etc. Similarly, then adjoint AB is equal to adjoint B into adjoint A. It is a reverse law. If it is adjoint AB, it becomes adjoint B into adjoint A. Like AB whole inverse also, B inverse into A inverse, like a reverse law. And det of adjoint A, this is very important and very useful property. Adjoint B, det of adjoint A is nothing but det A whole power n minus 1. And one more is adjoint A transpose is equal to adjoint A whole transpose. Even though after doing the transpose, find the adjoint. First find the adjoint and do the transpose. Both are the same. Next, this is also very important. Adjoint of adjoint A is nothing but det A whole power n minus 2 into A. This is a matrix we can formulate. When I put the det for this, fifth property, when I apply the det for both sides, now I get, this is also very important property. Okay students, det of adjoint A is nothing but det A whole power n minus 1 whole square. You get resultant is nothing but scalar you get. Similarly, if it is like similar like this, det of adjoint of A, here det A whole power n minus 1 whole cube. If it is 2 adjoint, square. If it is 3 adjoint, you get cube. So most of the cases you may across the problem. Sixth one is very important property. Okay. So just note down. Later we go for problem based on these properties. How we use these properties, right? Okay. Students, go for the problem solving. So here if the matrices is given, A matrices, B is given indirectly depend on the A, adjoint A. The given B is equal to adjoint A. C is 3A. C is also given with 3A only. Then we need to find det adjoint B by det C. So this is very important question. See this question in previous, recently January JEE mains. Okay, question this. See, it's very simple. I use the properties before I given the properties. So here first we find det A first, because all in terms of A only, all reference to A. B is reference to A, C is also reference to A. So I find det A first. So directly go for finding the det. You know the how to find the determinant. 1 into 9 minus of minus plus 1 4 is 4 minus 1. We have to left this row and this column. 1 3 is 3 minus 1 4 is 4 plus 2 into. We have to left this row and this column. Minus 1 minus 3. Okay, 13 plus 1 minus 4 minus plus into minus 8. This is 14 minus 8 you get 6. Det A we get 6. Now keep aside det A. Now we go for finding a det adjoint B, the numerator part. Det of adjoint B is. So what is actually B? The given B is equal in the question adjoint A. I'm replacing it in the place of B, adjoint A. Now see, the det of adjoint A is formula is nothing but det A whole power n minus 1 whole square. This formula I am using this. Keep this det A as it is. So where n is nothing but order of the matrices. What is the order of A here is 3 by 3 matrix. All will be B is also 3 by 3. C is also 3 by 3. Because of A is 3 by 3, all we get 3 by 3. So in the place of n, I substitute 3. 3 minus 1, 2. 2 square means 4 you get. Det means already you got the value 6. 6 power 4. This is a part of numerator. Now for the denominator, det C. Det C. What is C actually here is 3. So I have to replace in the place of C 3a. Det 3a. So you know the properties of determinant, right? So det of Ka, you can write when 3 by 3 order, when constant, the scalar comes out, it should be power of k, the power of order, that is 3 cube. Because 3 by 3 order, 3 cube you get. 3 cube det a. Okay? 3 cube det a is nothing but 6. Now we got C. Now substitute in the question like this. Now what you have to find here is adjoint B by the ratio with C. Let's see. What is we got adjoint B? 6 power 4. That is, I can write 6 square into 6 square also. That is 36. 3 cube into 6. So 1 6 will be cancelled. 6 square is 36. 1 6 will be left here is 3 cubes are equal 27. 9 4s are 9. 3s are 3 1s are 3 2s are. So all cancellation you get, all simplification you get 8. Okay, student? So this is very important property here is I'm used here. That's why the properties are very important of adjoint. That's the beauty of the properties. Okay, so you have the property also here is that Ka, if its order is 3, then K cube of it. Okay, student, this property I use here is indeterminate. Already you know this. Okay, so note down. This is very important question. Yeah, student. Next question. See, A is given, I is given, then we need to find 10 into A inverse is equal. Even option is different way. So direct did not give an answer here. The options. Okay. See, before solving this problem, I want to explain the concept of inverse. You know that formula for A inverse is nothing but 1 by det A into adjoint A. Okay. This is the formula for any order. So already you know that what is meant by adjoint A, det A you know that. So finding A inverse, right? See, this is 2 by 2 matrix. Let's suppose if the matrix will be A11, A12, A21, A22 is a 2 by 2 matrix, then how to find the adjoint A? Let us, this is A suppose. Adjoint A is nothing but here, we have to replace each and every element with the corresponding cofactors. So what is the cofactor of A11? The position is 1, 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So even number, right? Here you get plus, here you get minus, here you get minus, here you get plus. So that's why you have to let this row and this column. The cofactor will become A22. Okay? Then this one minus A21. You have to left side. This one minus A12. This one is nothing but A11 plus A11. And we have to do the transpose for this. Okay, the concept of how to find the adjoint A. The 2 by 2 matrix also we are replacing each and every element with the corresponding cofactor, and we have to do the transpose. Now you get row into column. A22 minus A21 minus A12 A11. Okay, friends. See, observe here with the A, exactly the principal diagonal elements are interchanged. The remaining 2 elements will be the same. Only the thing is that become opposite sign. Okay, friend. Based on this, I given directly. Always remember, I'm taking direct adjoint. I want to find adjoint areas. Otherwise, I can find direct A inverse also. And direct I given the formula for 2 by 2 matrix 1 by det A. So you know that how to find det for the 2 by 2 matrix is nothing but AD minus BC into just exchange or interchange the principal diagonal elements and remaining keep this as it is with the opposite sign. Okay. If suppose otherwise it may be some confusion. I go for taking here. Let us take A is equal to A, B, C, D. Then how to find direct A inverse is nothing but 1 by AD minus BC into, we have to interchange the principal diagonal elements. It will be like this. And remaining non-principal diagonal element, just put the opposite sign for this. So you get minus B minus. As this formula, finding A inverse for this also is a problem. 1 by AD minus this. 2 4s are 8, 9 2s are 18. 8 minus 18 is 10. Minus 10. And interchange is 4, 2. And put the opposite sign for this. You got the A inverse directly. Okay, students? This is a formula you can use, guys. Now the question 10 into A inverse is asked. If I multiply both sides with 10, I get 10 into A inverse is equal to 10 by minus 10. Yes, friends, 10 will be cancel. Minus will that, take minus inside, minus 4, minus into minus plus, minus into minus plus, minus 2. You get the answers. But in the option, there is no answer like this. They given in different format. Now, we're going to solve these answers and choose the correct one here. See, first one, A minus 4i. A means 2, 2, 9, 4. 4i means 4 ones are 4, 0. So you know that 4i is nothing but 4, 0, 0, 4. If you want 6i, 6, 0, 0, 6. Okay. So 2 minus 4. How much you get? Minus 2. But here we have minus 4. So option A is not correct. 6i is minus A. First take the 6i. 6 minus 2. How much? 4. But you have here is minus 4. That's why it is also not. A minus 6i. 2 minus 6 minus 4. 2 minus 0. 2. 9 minus 0. 9. 4 minus 6 minus 2. So you substitute. So option C. This is a simple concept problem. We go for finding A inverse. Okay. So let's try next problem. If A is a square matrix such that A into adjoint A is given, the matrix 4 0 0 0 4 0 0 0 4, then we need to find delta of adjoint A. They give the options 4 16 64 56. This is also very important. Here what is given here is A into adjoint A. When I take 4 common from this, definitely 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. That is nothing but I again with the order 3. Okay, with the order 3. So when I apply the det for both sides, det of adjoint A become det 4 into R. So det A into adjoint A. So when the scalar comes out, it will become 4 cube because of 3 by 3 order 4 cube. 4 cube into det I. Det I we know that 1. Since det of I value is always 1. So det A into adjoint A is nothing but 4 cube. Is nothing but 64. But we want only det adjoint A. Okay. So we have a formula for this. Det adjoint A is nothing but det A whole power n minus 1. But we don't know the value of det A here is, right? See, I use one more some problem and apply here adjoint A. I can use a formula. We have the formula this. Det A into adjoint A is A power n. What is the value of this one? We got our 64. And I replace 64 is equal to A power n. So det A whole power n. So here I can write det A whole power n. 64 I can write 4 cube. Now I compare both sides. Det A is equal to how much you get? 4. We got the value of det A. Since from this I use this. So substitute this. So det of adjoint A is nothing but now. What is det A here is 4. 4 power order is 3. 3 minus 1. It is 4 square. How much? 16. So answer is 16. Okay, students. This is also very important. No doubt. Students, next question. So the equations x plus y plus z equal to 6, x plus 2y plus 3z equal to 10, x plus 2y plus lambda z equal to mu have unique solution if the option given is. See, so in the board level you have to solve the equations for based on using matrices, but most of the cases did not given in MCET or JEE direct such type of questions. Why? Because in the option we have x, y, z values, thus we put the answer you get, right? So that's why they given the questions like this: have unique solution, or infinite, or consistency or inconsistency. Based on that, they have the questions. That's very simple. So I use a technique here is, so we want to show that this. So remember, for this one I use a simple concept. You know that Cramer's rule, right? Suppose the matrix form will be is a non-homogeneous because you have constants. It is a non-homogeneous. Suppose that is Ax equal to B. This is the equation non-homogeneous. If it is non-homogeneous, it is non-homogeneous equations. Simple. First you find the det A. There is nothing but let us consider delta. Nothing but det A. Or we can say D also. Okay. If you go for D, Also no problem. I use a complex rule. And one more is you have to find here also. So delta if it is det A, if it is not equal to 0, if it is equal to 0, I classify like this. Det A, if it is not equal to 0, equal to 0. If it is not equal to 0, definitely the given equations are having unique solution. Unique solution, they are consistent and also that unique solution if det A is not equal to 0. If suppose det A equal to 0, then here we go for finding d1 or say d1 or delta 1. Go for delta 1. Delta 1 here nothing but we have to change the first column of A with replace with BA matrix. Then that is delta 1. The determinant you have to take delta 1 suppose. And d1 you can say determinant will be b1, determinant will be like this suppose. Let b1. b1 is nothing but the matrix which is replacing the first column with the B matrix in A. Now square matrix A, you have to replace the first column with the matrix B. Such a matrix we can say B1. Its det is nothing but delta 1 suppose. If you find delta 1, similarly we go for delta 2. Delta 2 is nothing but det B2. Delta 3 is nothing but det B3. These are all are 0 suppose. Here we can case like this. This is the one case. If all are zeros, then such a situation we can say that the given equations are consistent, having infinite number of solutions. Infinite number of solutions. Infinite number of solutions. Okay. If suppose any one of d1 delta 1 delta 2 delta 3 one of delta 1 comma delta 2 comma see here is one of delta 1 comma delta 2 comma delta 3 which are not equal to 0, such equations are nothing but inconsistent. They are nothing but inconsistent, having no solution. So you have solution with unique, only single solution. Here infinite number of solutions. Here is no solution, that is inconsistent. So whether you have to check first det A not equal to 0, simply there is one unique solution having only one solution is consistency. If it is det A equal to 0, suppose that det A is nothing but here is coefficient matrix. The coefficient matrix det will be 0. Then we need to find delta 1, delta 2, delta 3. If you get all are 0, then consider infinite number of solutions. If it is enough any one of failed to 0, then that is inconsistent. There is no solution. Have to remember this fact. You get the solution is very simple. Now we work the problem based on this, using this concept. Now see, simply first we are taking the coefficient matrix here. The coefficient matrix, x coefficient is 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, lambda. This is coefficient matrix, right? B matrix we can also write 6, 10 mu for this. Okay. Now if directly find det A is, what is delta? So we can go for direct or we can use the operations also. So I go for direct here is 2 lambda minus 6 minus 1 of lambda minus 3 plus 1 of let this one is called 2 minus 2 here. So suppose okay 2 lambda minus 6 minus lambda plus 3 2 minus 0 lambda minus 3. So before I said that if it is consistent or unique solution, with the unique solution det A should not equal to 0, delta should not equal to 0, and delta not equal to 0 means lambda minus 3 equal to 0, lambda is equal to 3. See, what is the question here is have unique solution. If we take equal to 0 means it is not having unique solution, right? Suppose, so we can take not equal to 0, unique, because the unique solution in the question I take not equal to 0 means lambda should not equal to 3. See guys, if you want this equation unique solution means definitely delta should not equal to 0, that is the det A, the coefficient matrix determinant should not equal to 0. That's why I put not equal to 0. This is you get lambda should not equal. If it is lambda is 3, it's not a unique solution. That's why lambda should not equal to 3. Then it's the given equations are unique solutions. So option here is 3. This one, no. So next question. See, the equations again they given has no solution this time. Then find the value of lambda. Before we see unique solution, then what are the cases we see? Now there is given no solution, then lambda value. See, before I given the chart, if delta A is not equal to 0, then it has solution. If delta A equal to 0, then it has no solutions, right? So obviously we go for finding that should be equal to 0. For this, again we find again we take coefficient matrix 1 1 1 1 2 lambda 1 2 3. Okay. So what to take should be equal to 0 since no solution. Whenever you want no solution, delta should be equal to 0. Now take the delta for this 1 into 6 minus 2 lambda minus 1 into 3 minus lambda plus 1 into 2 minus 2 equal to 0. 6 minus 2 lambda minus 3 plus lambda 0 is 0. 2 minus 2 is 0. 1 into 0 is 0. So minus lambda plus 3 is equal to 0. Minus lambda is equal to minus 3. Lambda equal to 3. That's right. If it is no solution, we can simply get delta equal to 0. Now the answer is option is 2. It's clear? So next one. So next problem, the equation is given. This time has given infinite number of solutions. In the previous two problems, one is unique solution, one is finite no solutions. Now in this question, infinite number of solutions. Then find the value of A. Here A is there. So before we see the concept, so whenever infinite number of solutions means, so we take all the matrices of first delta 1 we have delta 2, delta. Suppose I consider the Cramer's rule. Delta is coefficient matrix determinant. This is we are replacing first column, second column, and third column. So we know that one of this determinant should be equal to 0. One of them should be equal to 0. This all should be equal to 0. Remember, if delta 1, delta 2, delta 3, one of is not, all should be 0. Then only we have infinite number of solutions. If any system of equations infinite number of solutions means the delta 1, delta 2, delta 3 all should be equal to 0. So I do this based on that concept. So take the delta 1 here is. So delta 1 is nothing but we are taking B1 suppose. The matrix replacing first column. We go for second or whatever it is. I go for taking delta 2 here is. So I am taking determinant of 2. What is that? So we have to replace the second column with the B matrix. That is first will be as it is. 3, 3, 6. Second column place I replace in this 6, 14, 8, and third will be 1, 3, 8. Because of this is since infinite number of solutions, so definitely all those determinants to be replacing column 1, column 2, column 2 should be equal to 0. Keep this in mind. Okay, student. So here now we go for the simplification. So first column itself we have 3 years. Okay, I can take common 3 from the first column, go for the simplification. Okay. One more simplification I go for here is I take R1 and change R1 minus R2. So I change like this 0 minus 8 minus 2 1 14 3 2 8 8. Just 3 outside as it is. Now I use the determinant here is should be equal to 0. Whenever it is equal to 0 means coefficient also goes that side. 0 by something will be 0. Now 0 and something will be 0. Minus of 8 will become plus side. First row and the second column at the left. 8 minus 6 minus 12. A minus 28 equal to 0. Now simplify this. 8 minus 6 is 2. 2 8 is 16 minus 2a plus 2a 28 is 56 equal to 0. Now 16 plus 56 62 72 minus 2a plus 72 equal to 0. When I take minus 2a is equal to minus 72, minus minus will be cancelled. 72 by 2 means A is equal to 36. So option 3. Okay students, understood this? So whenever there is infinite number of solutions, you have to take this delta 1, delta 2, delta 3 should be equal to 0. Based on that, we need to value of k. That's why I can replace first column or second column or third column. I use second column as you wish. If you go for first column also, you get the answer is 36. Okay students? So we see unique solution, infinite number of solutions, and no solution also we see in the problems, right? Okay students, no doubt. Friends, next problem. The system of linear equations, they are given again 3 equations. They are given the option is inconsistent at some a value, unique solution at a value, infinite solution at a value, inconsistent, right? So here, so again to take the matrix A, that's quotient matrix 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, a square minus 1, and B matrix will be, the constant matrix will be 2, 5, a plus 1. So directly go for delta, there is a good delta here. So we can go for the operations, use operation C1, C1 minus C2, C2, C2 minus 3, C3. Before you determine this, so I use the operations here is, I am changing here is 1 minus C1 and C1 minus C2, that is 1 minus 1, 0, 2 minus 3 is minus 1, 2 minus 3 is minus 1, 1 minus 1, 0, 3 minus 2 is 1, 3 minus a square, minus of minus, plus 1, that is 4 minus a square, then 1, 2, a square minus 1. So I want to do some simplification determinants for easy. So now I find delta, for example delta, here 0 and something will be 0, so I go for 1 into minus 1 into 4 minus 4 minus into minus plus a square minus of minus plus 1. So how much you get? A square minus 3 you get. Delta value you get a square minus 3. Now observe here is a square minus 3. Suppose it is inconsistent, means put equal to 0. So I get root 3 here. So this option is not unique. If you get equal to 0, you get a is equal to root 3. At this root 3, the date will be 0. Whenever the date is 0, should not unique solution. So option 2 is also not correct. As infinite number of solutions. So whenever I get 0 also, I can't get 4 here. I don't use the choices here. Now the option 4, suppose I put this equal to 0, that means inconsistent. I get 3. So a is equal to plus r minus 3, that means directly I get, sorry, 2, 3. So fourth option, it is inconsistent when data equal to root 3. So simply you can find data only here is, that is coefficient matrix determinant only. Based on that you get the, you check the options to get the answer, right? Okay students, very simple. Note down. So next question, the number of real values of t such that the system of homogeneous equations has non-trivial solution. So another is non-trivial solution. Then the number of how many values for t. See, for this is homogeneous. So as previously seen that homogeneous will be equation will be like this: ax equal to 0. I can write 0 means all 0 the constants. Okay, such equations are nothing but homogeneous equation. When we take A here is coefficient matrix, suppose find the data for this. If it is equal to 0, if it is not equal to 0, two cases here is, when let A equal to 0, then non-trivial solution. Non-trivial solutions. If let A not equal to 0, then trivial solutions means, so it has the solutions x equal to y equal to z equal to 0. X equal to 0, y equal to 0, z equal to 0. Whenever all solutions will be zeros means definitely that will be trivial solution. If it is non-zeros means then definitely non-trivial solutions. So data is equal to 0 also we can say that non-trivial. So in the question also they given non-trivial, right? So I use the concept data equal to 0. Just put the data equal to 0. First of all you take the coefficient matrix here is, what is coefficient matrix? So t plus 1, t minus 1, t plus 1, t plus 2, then t minus 1, t plus 2, t. Now find the rate for this. So here I use direct operations. So suppose I change R1, suppose I go for R2, because this T should be cancelled. Try to eliminate the most T values, R2 minus R1, and similarly R3 also I do R3 minus R1. Suppose I subtract here is the case change now, T plus 1 minus T, this is as it is, R1 and not changing, R2 minus R1, T will be cancelled, you get 1, you get minus 1, T will cancel, T minus of minus plus 3, T minus 1 minus T should cancel minus 1, T cancel, 2 minus 1 is 1, T cancel should become plus 1, now we get like this. And also suppose our add R3 plus R2. More simplification purpose, I use this T plus 1, T minus 1. So 1 minus 1, 3, minus 1 plus 1, 0, 0, 4 again. So for inconsist, now we got the data. Now for non-trivial solution, I take data equal to 0. For data is how much it is? I go for using third row with corresponding cofactors because of 2 zeros we have. So directly I take 4 into minus T, minus of 1 into T plus 1 will be T plus 1 should be equal to 0. That is 4 into minus T minus T minus 1 equal to 0. So 4 then that side 0 by something will be 0, minus 2T minus 1 equal to 0. It implies minus 2T is equal to 1. T is equal to minus 1. You got the only one value of T. So answer here is only one value for T. Okay students. So whenever the non-trivial, you have to take the quotient matrix determinant will be equal to 0. Okay. Here you can do the simplification also direct we can do also you get, but more simplification will take less time to do this. Okay students. No problem. If it is not trivial, data equal to 0. If it is trivial, data not equal to 0 for the day. That's right. So next question, based on the rank concept. So given A, B, C are the matrices, where small a, small b and small c they given respect rank of A, rank of B, rank of C, then the correct order of these numbers will be put in the options. Which one is the correct order here is? Simply we need to find the rank. Rank is nothing but which is the maximum order of non-singular submatrix of a given matrix. Non-singular square submatrix of a given matrix is nothing but rank of the matrix, right? So because of that, so I find directly det for this. I am checking this. So clearly this is 3 by 3. So we can go for that finding the det for this. If you get non-singular or singular, you can later you can decide now it is a rank, right? So when I go for directly for determinant for this, 24 minus 25 minus of minus 2 plus 2. To left second one, second column, 3 6 are 18 minus 20 minus 3 3 5 15 minus 16. See minus 1 minus of minus plus 1 minus 2 minus 4 minus 1 plus 3 and 0 here 1 plus 3 4. So get A equal to 0 means, so then we go for the A is not, A is a singular matrix, but we want by the definition of rank non-singular submatrix of square matrix you need, right? That's why you can take any of the submatrix from here. I go for taking this submatrix of A I am taking, which is I am removing third row and third column. I get this. I find the det for this. So A minus BC minus 4 minus of minus plus you get not equal to 0. So any of 2 by 2 square matrix which is non-singular you get. So therefore rank of A is how much? 2 you get. So that is A value is 2. Similarly, now find for B now. Directly they given B is 2 by 2 only. So you can find det is very simple. Because of 2 by 2 square matrix, directly you can find det for this. So let be what is 2 minus 2. 0. Again you get 0. Again this is 2 by 2 single matrix. Now go for taking the submatrix of this 1 by 1. That is B equal to 1. I take which submatrix of B. So 1 by 1 order 1 by 1 of B, which is that will not equal to 0. So therefore rank of B is nothing but C you have to find. So given C is nothing but, so directly we can find that C for this 2 into 2 to the 4, which is 8, which is not equal to 0. Therefore clearly 3 by 3 non-similar matrix. So therefore rank of C is nothing but 3. Now see, small c is equal to 3. So which one is bigger here? C is bigger than A than B. Means, so here B is equal to 1. So the options smallest to biggest, smaller one is now B, then after A, then after C.